from someone who's grown a SaaS used by thousands worldwide, worth maybe over $30 million at this point, grown a service business that's done over $15 million. That was my first business. I've started other businesses, failed a ton, invested in a lot of businesses. I have so much experience in order to tell you if a software business is a good business to start when you're an entrepreneur, a brand new entrepreneur, and also what are easier businesses to start, why you should consider these options. So let's go ahead and begin and talk about software businesses. Software businesses are extremely difficult businesses and oftentimes need a lot of money in order to bring it to product market fit and then take it still further. Now, am I saying can you start with that business as a brand new entrepreneur? And I will tell you, if you are a person that says, I am never going to quit, I am that person that literally is going to go into this, set my mind, and I am not going to quit no matter what it takes. And you have actually backup for this, like something in the past, you've done something in the past, although this is a whole different ball game. You have something to back that up where you truly do not quit, and you know you're not going to quit. I always encourage entrepreneurs to say, do it. Why not? If you're literally going to do it and you say you're going to do it, you know yourself so well, why would I stop you? I would encourage you, because those are the entrepreneurs that change the world and take things further. But if you know yourself and you know that you're not that type of person, start with an easier business, because SaaS businesses require a lot of money. And like I said, if you're that first person, you could still bring the money to the table. You could raise money, you could go to relatives, family. There's, a lot of business owners that started that way. I still wouldn't encourage you to do that, because even though if you're that first person, that gives you a higher chance of success, but software is still a different ball game and you can still lose. Majority of people honestly will still lose, and if that doesn't scare you, still go for it. But if you know for a fact you are not that first person, there are businesses out there that are so much easier to grow and to start. You don't need a lot of money, you don't need a lot of experience. Service businesses are the best businesses to do that, and that's why so many have success using Booking Koala, right? You've seen my channel. I show all these people that we interview that actually use Booking Koala, how they succeeded, how they even started with $0, are doing millions of dollars in revenue when they've never spent any money on marketing. That's where you want to be if you're someone that wants to start entrepreneurship. And that doesn't mean you can't go somewhere else after that, right? I personally could have sold my service business and taken a lot of money from it and focused entirely on Booking Koala. The only reason I don't do that is because I literally use that as a case study for my channels and for improving Booking Koala, right? But if not for that, you could sell this business and, like me, move into something else. So if you literally want to do something else, you could grow a service business. A lot of people take this path, sell it, take the money, and go into something else. I actually know quite a bit of people, including one of my closest friends, who bought a cleaning service from another Booking Koala users who started the business and went into something else later on, while this other person, which happens to be a good friend of mine, bought the service and is now taking it to the next level. That's the beauty of starting somewhere else. You are never truly locked in. You could change your mind, sell the business, go somewhere else, or do whatever it is that you want. And the beauty of that is you gain the experience. I truly believe that I wouldn't be able to take, Booking Koala, my software company, where it is today if I did not gain the knowledge from that first business. Okay. If I started at 19 years old with no money, like I had no knowledge, sometimes I forget when I look back at that person, how little I actually knew about business and how far I've come along now. And, things just seem so simple, But when I was looking at myself at 19 years old, there's no chance. And I'm a person that doesn't quit once you actually get going. So, again, not to scare the first person that's going to start a software business, but it truly becomes a different ball game. So, pick wisely. And there's not to say that you can't start in the service industry, transition to something else later.